One. Hello, everybody. It is me, your host, Ethan Klein. It is See You Next Tuesday, and today is Tuesday, so here I am, seeing you once again. Today, I am joined by my wife, who is sitting with me. Here, you can see yourself here.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Everyone say hello to Hila. Thank you to all of our wonderful members. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. You guys make such an incredible impact. And we have no sponsors, so we haven't had a sponsor in like 2 weeks.
What's going on?
I don't know. I think the left and the right are all colluding to make sure I have no sponsors now.
Good thing we have members.
Yeah, we love them, don't we, folks? We love our members. We do. But at any rate, oh yeah, happy Halloween. But today, so I was wondering if I was even going to go live today, because there's something I want to talk about. I was thinking about making an Ethan Klein video, but we decided just to do it here. And I guess the people who need to see it will see it. And the people that don't, won't, you know? But it's one of those things, after being on the internet for so long, and being on the receiving end of psychotic conspiracies, the one thing I've learned is that you don't want to let them fester, because before too long that shit becomes truth, becomes fact. And so I have had a policy for the last couple years, that anytime I see some shit like this, I bat it down immediately. You know, because if you don't say anything, it's so easy for people just to assume anything about you. And especially me, people are happy to assume literally anything about me. Anything. Dan is logging into all my socials, so give me a sec here. How you doing, Hila?
Still recovering from yesterday. It was a long day.
Oh, I'm hungover.
We had our episode, which was really fun. And then a little employee Halloween party that we started doing pretty cool. But yeah, it was a long day, and plus being pregnant, my stamina is not the same right now.
Right.
So this morning I was really feeling it. I was supposed to go to the office, but I stayed at home today.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to drink yesterday, but I did, and I'm hungover. I didn't get trashed or anything.
You said you were happy that you did.
I said that then. Well, I felt so lame. We got a restaurant and bar that we rented out, and we had an open bar, and like we were sitting there, and nobody was fucking drinking. Like everyone was ordering like Shirley Temples and Diet Cokes.
They're saying that, Mike, I guess this one is so directional. It's
oh
like,
yeah,
if I'm not right here, yeah, that's hard to hear.
I'll move it towards you.
Okay.
When you want to talk.
Well, now I'm done talking.
Yeah, so I'll take it back. Are you done, Dan? I drank. Dan drank. Thank you, Dan. Dan is still logging into all my socials, so I'm waiting for that. I just wanted to come on and be here, you know, instead of waiting. Didn't want to wait.
And then I'm gonna have to leave at 2 for finally I have an ultrasound after I think it's been 3 weeks. So kind of excited to see the little baby nugget, baby biscotti.
How big is he now? Like a grapefruit, maybe?
The size of an onion.
Oh, an onion?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, the onions vary in size quite a bit, frankly. But still, an onion's pretty big.
Pretty big.
Yeah. Drag the slider to fit the puzzle. Okay. These verification ones are getting crazy. All right, we're in. Thank you to Dan. We love Dan. We stand Dan. All right, he's done. So let me close this and I'll do a full reset here. There was a subreddit post that I wanted to show you guys, though. Here, let's see. Okay, we're back, baby. We're in the show. Look at this. Hinge is unhinged over Ethan. You seen this, Hila?
I did see that.
So I guess this great person said, I guess the prompt was something you're unapologetic for. And this person said, wait, hold on. If I go here first. I won't shut up about the H3 podcast. Sorry, not sorry. Love you. No homo. Cheers, my dude. And then this dude responded. I'm assuming it's a dude. This is William. You know what I mean. He says, I hate Ethan maybe more than anything else in this world. I hate Ethan more than true evil. I don't even know what that means, but that sounds pretty bad. More than true evil. That's epic. That's intense. Why? Why do you hate me so much? I would love to talk to this person. I don't think there's any. If you're watching, whoever.
William.
Let's get a hold of William. Talking to my biggest hater. Wait, what? Oh my God, you fucking. Oh. Some of y'all, I don't know some of y'all sometimes. There's this comment from chat that Ian just shared with me. Here, I'll show you guys. I was like, whoa, what? That doesn't sound cool. But then. I genuinely no, it only shows Firefox. Yeah, which is complicated things.
So take a screenshot of it.
Open with another. Then does a screenshot open in Firefox? I don't think so. Oh yeah, it does. So apparently people are being so cruel to Love about his weight on his Disneyland tweet. It's breaking my heart. Can you tell them to F off? Okay, first of all, Amy, yes. Fuck off, everybody. He is a hot little twink, and we love Love. Although I will say, Amy, I think that you may have missed the joke, because Love has been doing this to him and all of us. He puts it like through some AI filter to make him look obese. So I think in a sense that it's okay this time. You know what I mean? He's okay. Yeah, look at him though. He's at Cars, you guys. I love that fucking meme. So there it is.
It looks nothing like Love. How do people not know that?
Pretty funny. Closing. So yeah, this person hates me more than evil. All right, let me talk about my thing that I wanted to discuss. First, let me change the name of the stream, which is this. Let's see what's a good name. Has Hila killed babies? Is that too?
Or lied about her past.
Has Hila lied about her IDF experience? Her IDF role? Maybe it should be Hila lied. Oh, I'm exposing my own wife. No. Has Hila lied about her IDF? What is it? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sure. That is a specifically psychotic comment that Hila got. Honestly, there's a ton of these comments, and Hila has it all blocked, so most of the real psycho shit doesn't make it through. But sometimes you've got ones that surprise you. They're creative. For example, this one on our Halloween post said, "Too bad you weren't at the music festival." I was like, wow, dude, crazy. The internet's crazy sometimes.
That's so crazy. I cannot even begin to respond to a comment like that. But I kind of decided to leave this one up because I want people to see also that this stuff is happening. But like Ethan said, I block a bunch of these so it doesn't like just flood all my comments on everything. But I know people that died at the party, and this is really, what do I say? Not cool? Not cool.
Not cool, dude. Not fucking cool. Anyway, it's just some troll, but it was pretty bad. But we get a lot of that stuff right now. So basically, here's what I'm going to talk about is that there's a post been going around the internet that is gaining traction and being talked about by large political streamers now, accusing Hila of lying about her role in the IDF, amongst a whole lot of really psychotic shit. But this one is taking the cake for me right now. Oh shit. Wait, I gotta open it in Firefox. So this is on one of the 20 H3 hate subreddits there are now. There's legit like 5, like not to be hyperbolic. I think there's 5. So there's this one that's like basically, you know, oh yeah, there's another thing I wanted to talk about before I kick this off. You know, before I can already hear what people are saying. So let me say this. Wait, I'm still not logged in. Oh, here. AOC had a really nice post about anti-Semitism, and she's getting dragged to fucking hell, of course.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is basically that. Sure, I think so. I think it's fine. It's fine. I can grab them if I need to. Yeah, I'll get it. Okay. So people already are gonna say, just to get ahead of some of the stuff, who cares about this? How can you even care about this when there's people in Palestine dying, or in Gaza dying, or in West Bank, whatever, Palestinians being killed? Listen, those are terrible. As I've stated a gajillion times, I've literally never said a single to the opposite. And again, you can care about 2 things at once, especially, by the way, when they're for the express purpose of trying to destroy Hila life and reputation for this mere fact that she's Israeli. That's the only thing that they're able to latch onto. I mean, Hila's service in the IDF was as vanilla as it gets. And as you guys know, everybody serves in the military in Israel. So this continued effort to paint not just Hila, but all Israelis as occupiers, as, you know, part of the apartheid regime or whatever people say, you know, is just, it's this never-ending justification of basically, you know, laying the justification for killing Israelis, regardless of their role, you know. And I am obviously fully against that. And so I find it important for me to talk about this stuff because I don't see a lot of people doing it at all, especially in leftist circles. Okay. And so people say, dude, who cares? You know what I mean? Who cares? People, okay, yes, you're right. But I'm about to care about 2 things at the same time, if you'll bear with me there. Thank you. You know, also, like, we're talking about at a time. Here's what's happening. People are so quick, not quick. Look, Israel deserves to be condemned. Someone says, oh, Ethan, nobody thinks that. Amy, I don't know what to tell you, but you're just wrong. People think that in droves. Almost, they don't say it, but where their logic goes is basically to that. When you say all Israelis are occupiers, that means that they're all valid war targets. It's not complicated stuff, and people are saying it.
And I want to add that, like, you guys right here are the best of the best, and you guys understand us, and this is not stuff that we're saying you guys are saying, but we see it a lot, and we feel like we do need to talk about it just so that our voice is heard. And if somebody else who's saying the nasty stuff is looking to see what we have to say about it, they can find it somewhere, and so you guys can know what we're going through. But it's not like we know you guys.
Hold on. Katie says there's quite literally a podcast clip of Hila saying she participated. All right, Katie, just wait. I'm going to talk about it. Okay. Did you pay just to fucking come here and say dumb shit? Thanks for the sub. Yo, I'm going to explain everything. Okay. Psychos. Yeah, I see people saying this is all over the internet. You know, the amount of hate that me and Hila are receiving for simply, like, you cannot find me saying one unsupportive thing about the people of Palestine, and you will not find me one clip of me defending the Israeli government. It doesn't exist. People are maligning us simply because of our association with Israel. That is the only reason. Ask them to show you. What did Ethan say?
Same for me. Ethan and I have the same views. I just want to make that clear too, because I'm not talking about it as much because I'm not as brave as Ethan, but we have the same views and I agree with everything Ethan says. So just want to make that clear too.
Ethan, chill. She's just asking a question. What question? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh shit, somebody said that person got a free sub. That's funny. The haters are getting out there for getting free subs. Well, welcome. We love everybody on Tuesday. You're all my children, my beautiful compadres, my comrades. Also, like, okay, so let me just talk about this. Yeah, so, but again, like, this just came out, you know. People act like I'm fucking crazy for caring about this. The FBI director just put out a statement today. Anti-Semitism is reaching historic levels in the U.S. You know, like, I don't know if you guys saw in the fucking airport in Dagestan, a literal lynch mob was going. They heard that there was a police an airplane coming from Israel. A literal lynch mob went there to try to kill them. And like, there's just no other way to interpret that. Let me find that. Dagestan Airport, Israelis. Here.
And as we've been reporting, Nick,
10 minutes? Come on, I don't need all that. Here, 2 minutes.
This morning, an apparent sign of present Middle East tensions reverberating thousands of miles away. New video circulating online showing chaos at this airport in the predominantly Muslim Russian Republic of Dagestan. Russian media reporting a mob of hundreds rushing that airport.
Look at this. They're rushing through security, looking for people. They're on the tarmac.
From Tel Aviv. Health officials say more than 20 were injured. Israel condemning the incident, pressing Russia to protect the safety of all Israeli citizens and Jews and act resolutely.
God dang it, Dagestan.
At the Israel-Gaza.
Say what? The French? France vows a merciless fight against anti-Semitism after anti-Jew graffiti is found in Paris. Oh yeah, and this shit is happening all the time. People are literally going up to Jewish businesses and homes, putting Star of Davids on them. Do you guys remember the context of that, right? The last time that happened? Yeah. Is it called Dagestan? I
don't think so.
Let me look up. How do you say it? I mean, yeah, the amount of hate crimes is crazy. Now, there's a lot of Islamophobia too, right? And that's fucking disgusting equally.
Yes, and I hate to see Islamophobia rise as well, because we get to work with lovely people here, as you guys know, and I hate that this is happening. I just want people to know that this is my stand as well.
Dagestan. Wait. Dagestan. Okay, so here, let me see. How do you say it?
He said it in the report.
I got Google on this shit. Ready?
Dagestan.
Doggone it, Dagestan. Oh, there's no N. Dagestan. Dagestan. Okay. So, like, people, there's so many people, and listen, if you disagree with me, you're just not looking, or at least not in the places I am. And I'm not seeking it out. These are like every fucking left-wing person that I follow or watch, with the exception of like David Pakman. It's like they don't want to fucking hear about anti-Semitism because, you know, you're not allowed to care about two things at once. This is what I see happening. People, they want to fight the monster that is the Israeli government so bad. And so many people are, in fighting the monster, becoming the monster. You cannot trade one genocide for another. Okay? And that's what I see happening. Now, this is part of the... oh, yeah, what happened? I was showing this. Sorry, guys, one sec. I keep getting all distracted by Dagestan. Dag Gabbitistan. FBI director says anti-Semitism reaching historic levels in the U.S. This is a threat that is reaching in some way sort of historic levels, he said. The Jewish community is targeted by terrorists really across the spectrum. In fact, our statistics would indicate that for a group that represents only 2.4% of the American public, they account for something like 60% of all religious-based hate crimes. Meanwhile, you've got AOC, you know, who's like the darling of the left, who's actually out here echoing what I said. And I mean, I'm really, frankly, proud of her to see somebody make this so uncontroversial and just really just a humanistic statement of not becoming the monster yourself. She said, now more than ever, we must emphasize the importance of separating people from governments. Anti-Semitism is disgusting and unacceptable. We have a responsibility to defend our Jewish brothers, sisters, and siblings from hatred. No movement of integrity should tolerate it ever. So beautiful, he said. Yet, it's met with considerable outrage. Let's see. This one of the top comments. And the anti-Muslim rhetoric. A Muslim woman was stabbed to death only yesterday. She literally posted before, right before. She posts her tweets a lot. No, here it is. She just posted, and she's been talking at great length, obviously, about Palestinian people's struggle that they're going through, the plight. And so, again, there's so many, they don't want to hear. They say, the fuck the Jews. Who cares about the Jews? The Palestinians, man. We can only talk about them. We can only care about one thing at a time. What is this? Why is Islamophobia only a footnote in this conversation? It's really not. Again, maybe it depends what media you're watching. I don't know. In my spaces, it's not. I guess you could say that on popular or mainstream media it is, but I don't watch that shit. And so when I see everybody I follow, you know, talking one way, that's just my perception. And these are the people that these are the people I want to talk to. AOC, you missed the opportunity. I think these ones don't have that many likes, actually. Here, this one is 1,000. How about Islamophobia and the Muslim pediatricians who were killed and stabbed to death in Texas, or the Muslim child? When did she say she didn't care about that? I'm against all kind of extremism and definitely against the anti-Semitic. But please, if you're going to highlight that, do it on both sides. Dude, she literally, again, you can't say anything defending Jewish people. It's not, as they say, kosher. Anyway, so here's the post that's been making its rounds. So this psycho fucking person, full on psycho posting, and her position, I don't know if it's a girl. I don't know why I assume it's a girl for some reason. Although yeah, so during the HG podcast episode 33, Ethan interviews Hila about her time in the IDF. Here's a link with a timestamp that Hila says that she was first given a desk job, but had then requested to be placed with a brigade because she thought it was too boring and she wanted to do something more exciting.
Okay, already wrong. It's like, if you're going to make a post like that, check your facts and don't lie. I said that I wanted to switch jobs because I hated the first job that I got, which was like a daytime office job. You come back every day, go back to your parents' house. I submitted for a change. Now, when you submit for a change, you don't know what you're going to get. I never said that I wanted to go to a brigade. You just submit for a change and pray that you're going to like what you get. Then I was placed in the next place. Okay, already wrong.
People are saying, what's wrong about posting information?
First of all, the information is wrong.
Yeah,
the information is wrong. And second of all, what is the motive of us digging into this?
Hold on. Jewish people are not the target of genocide. Get it through your thick skull. Have you read Hamas Charter? Just saying. Can you care about two fucking things? Jewish people are not the target of genocide. Get it through your thick skull. Can you care about two things? Do you really want to become the monster? You're becoming a monster. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not the fucking enemy. I'm like fully in agreement. But anyway, let me focus on the post. I'm not going to read the fucking chat because some of y'all are just wilding out. they linked, first of all. So again, this information is not true. In fact, it's intentionally lying to make Hila look like a murdering, military freakazoid or whatever. So the link they provide doesn't even go to the right spot.
Water and Gaza doing weird shit to control, make land grabs and stuff.
Yeah. It's literally a link to me criticizing the Israeli government.
That kind of stuff is like, yo, what are you guys doing? But when you come to Israel and then what you hear is people criticizing.
So I don't even frankly know what they're referencing here, but people take it for granted without even clicking it. But I do remember what Hila said. It's that she wanted to switch. She was bored at her first outpost, not because she wasn't getting to fucking kill enough Palestinians, but because she just didn't like the people at her station, and she wanted to go around, be around new people.
I didn't like the people. I didn't like the whole routine of it. It was to take a bus every day, travel to this dark ass office that I felt depressed at, and then go back home at the end of the day. And I just felt like I was wasting my life away. I felt like every day I was wasting my life. That's how I felt. And so I wanted to try something else before I completely decide to quit and go to jail, basically.
Volume up. Can you guys not hear? Is the volume okay? I'll take a look in the chat to see. But yeah, so they claim that she thought it was too boring and she wanted to do something more exciting. So she wanted to be placed with the brigade. So that already is insanely bad faith framing, which everybody takes for granted. They didn't even click the link as far as I could tell. Then they continue. Hila eventually joined the, how do you say that? Kfir? The Kfir Brigade, more specifically the Duchifat Battalion. This video gives you an idea of what these battalions are like and how they view themselves, as this video was shot and edited by one of their soldiers. Look at this shit, dude, you guys. Who's taking this seriously? This is a clip from fucking 1967. 1967.
I don't even know what it is.
This is the proof that Hila was part of some genocidal. Did people take this post seriously? And it's not, and it's fucked up. I have to address it. And by the way, the context of this, not to defend it, because I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about or what this is, but the context, at least then, too, again, not to defend them, but 1967, there was a massive war where 3 neighboring countries tried to fucking remove Israel from the map, right? 1967 war in Israel. The 6-Day War, which was... 6-Day War, was a Egypt, Syria, and Jordan started basically a unprovoked, or I don't know if it was unprovoked, 'cause I'm not a historian, but they basically coordinated to do a fucking invasion of Israel and to basically kill every Jew there. And so, whatever these guys are talking about is in the context of that. Dookie fat.
No,
Dookie fart. In the Dookie Fart Battalion, and had completed at least 8 months of combat training. This
is just I can't take this seriously, but I have to because this is crazy. So this person doesn't know what they're talking about at all. I was in Duchifat, yes, which is like a base, and Duchifat is like the name of that base, I guess, and then it's a part of a bigger, I was saying it, and funny enough, it's the foot soldiers is what Khativat Kfir. So Duchifat is under Kfir. And I was placed there, not knowing what I was going to do. But anyway, yes, I was a secretary. Now, when I didn't know how to directly say stuff, it was because translating like army language into English, I have no idea. That's way out of my like everyday kind of language vocabulary that I've accumulated. So when you ask me stuff about the army in English, I have no idea how to translate stuff. But my actual job, yes, was a secretary. There was a see, again, I don't know the words. Like the base, or whatever, the base that I was at, there's the person at the top. There's two people at the top that manage everything, right? So I was their secretary. Translate it out however you want. Oh, and 8 months? Hell no. I did 1 month of basic training. Everybody does that. No matter what you're gonna be. You're gonna be a chef that in the kitchen, you still do that. Everybody does that. It's just 4 weeks of basically they just kind of like play with you and torture you because they're like, well, now you're in the army, so forget about having your own like time and your privacy and stuff like that. It's just, we were out in the desert, you sleep in tents, and they just give you like 2 minutes to run over there, 1 minute to come back, 1 minute to do jumps, 1 minute to do push-ups, and the whole day is like that. They just kind of like torture you a little bit. There's a very little bit of gun, like shooting training, but I never used a gun after that. I never had a gun after that.
Are you sure? Because this person wrote it in bold.
Yes, I'm sure. Mods.
Mods. Yeah. Oh, so listen, I don't know much about the 6-Day War. The three countries were mobilizing on the borders of Israel, clearly planning an invasion, and that's what that war was. Okay, but again, I'm not here to talk about that. But if you guys want to watch this video again, I can do it. Yeah, 1967. In what other world do you post an army from 1967? Like, was America in Vietnam then? They're like, look what the American military is doing right now. And they show a clip of Vietnam. When was Vietnam War? 1955. Oh, quite a bit before that. So was that Gulf War time? When was Gulf War? It's just funny. I'm just trying to put it in context so people understand how silly it is.
Just look at the footage.
Yeah. So, okay. So they said, here, yeah. So you were actually a corporal.
I don't know what's a corporal, but I wasn't whatever corporal is.
Well, I guess a corporal is a private who, I don't really know. I just looked it up. It's a private who manages other soldiers, I guess.
I manage nobody.
Like a private too.
I was sitting at a computer and I was managing the schedule of my boss. I was a secretary.
So, well, here's the proof, Hila. So maybe just wait. The first bit of proof we have for this is Hila's beret. In order for IDF soldiers in the Kfir battalion to earn their spotted beret, they must complete 8 months of combat training and march 70 kilometers.
No. Okay, this is wrong.
And their evidence, by the way, is a link to soldiers walking.
Okay, this is wrong. You don't get the beret hat based on what this person said.
The spot. So yeah.
No, everybody in that base had the same hat. Okay, so the hat doesn't mean that I did 8 months of training, combat training, and all that bullshit. So again, this person doesn't know what they're talking about, and then other people
lying on purpose.
It's a long Reddit thread with links, so other people take it very seriously and start quoting this. It's crazy.
This person is intentionally lying, basically to stoke disgusting hatred against Hila. For Hila has not done anything wrong. She has never hurt anybody.
I've never even been in a fight with anybody. Outside of the army or in the army. Maybe I should. Maybe I need to get some energy out, but I never fought anybody.
You get your ass beat, I think. I don't think you're much of a fighter. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Not that I'm a grief. I would get my ass kicked too. Most people. There's not many people in this world I could beat up. So anyway, This person, again, speaking with utter insane confidence. She says, Kafir recruits must complete 8 months of combat training in order to receive into active service. The first 4 months of training are dedicated to basic training, in which the soldier learns discipline and are introduced to physical fitness and various weapons.
Yes, that's the basic training that I did, and everybody does.
5 weeks.
Or 4. I remember it 4, but maybe it's 5.
After basic training, they receive 3 to 4 months of advanced training in urban warfare, advanced weaponry, fighting from armored personnel carriers, chemical warfare, and other challenges of today's battlefield. Again, so there are different divisions of this massive brigade. If you look, this is the biggest brigade of what are essentially Marines in the Israeli army. And so if you're a soldier, then this is true. If you're administrative, then this is not true. You do 4 or 5 weeks of basic training, and that's all you do. That's it. It's just not that complicated. And the way that people critically accept this is really sad, frankly. The other thing that I should say at the top that makes this whole thing kind of funny is that, again, when you served in the military about 2005, I think, is when you joined. Let me put this in perspective for you guys. Since the IDF opened up combat roles to women, the number of female combat soldiers has been steadily increasing. The number rose from 435 in the whole ass army in 2005 up to a staggering 547 by 2012.
Staggering.
There's virtually no women in the soldiers division. And by the way, every single woman fighter serves in the same battalion, which is the Carousel Battalion. So there are no women fighters in that brigade, period. They don't exist. They're not there. And once again,
and once you do choose to do the combative kind of service as female, you do 3 years like men, and otherwise women do 2 years, which is what I did.
Yeah, I don't know where they got the corporal thing. I guess maybe we'll get to that though. But we cannot see your screen. Oh fuck. Thank you. Yes, so again, Hila was one of the 400 decorated female soldiers. Again, 0 women soldiers in that whole brigade. Thank you. And it's like, first of all, we can have a separate conversation on people who are fighters in the IDF. The insinuation that's really fucked up here is that she lied about it. The implication is that she did horrible things in the IDF that she's covering up. Oh, Hila was just a secretary. Sure. She was a Navy SEAL. So anyway, moving on. You guys can see now. Let's see. They're allowed to wear their camo and beret and red command boots. Again, this is the article. It's just an article about the...
Again, this person is wrong. I didn't have the red boots. I don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about.
They do know what they're talking about. They're lying intentionally.
Okay, sure.
They're sick fucks, man. Let's see. Here's a beret ceremony. An additional ceremony is the Tekes Kumta. Do you know what that is? Ceremony of the beret. This ceremony
doesn't mean anything. What do they want?
This ceremony, which follows the Massa Kumta, March of the Beret, is when combat soldiers receive their corps berets. It may take place at the end of basic training or at the end of advanced training. Oh, fuck. It's almost like you answered your own question.
Exactly. And at the end of the basic training, they do this ceremony. And I got my basic ass hat, which is not the one that you see in this picture. Go down a little. So here...
By the way, creepy shit. I don't know where they fucking pulled this from. It's in a video, so maybe it's from an old video of ours that I don't remember, but it is creepy.
So this hat is the one that I had in this Duchifat place, okay? But when I finished the basic training, you get a basic one. So I had a different hat then. So they think they're onto something about me lying. I don't know.
The idea of you as like a super soldier, frontline fighter is so funny to me. Just how fucking far off it is from the truth, So let's see. Yeah, Each soldier receives a beret in the specific color of the corps or brigade in which she was serving. Let's see. Here, and then they link to a parents' informational pamphlet for lone soldiers. Parents of lone soldiers. What the fuck is this? Do people even look at these sources? I don't think they do. Guys, here's all the evidence you need. Informational packet for parents of lone soldiers in Israel. Cool, man. Yep. It's all here. It's all here, guys. You think that you would be a little more specific with your citation. Here it is, guys. It's all here. There it is. Actually, you know what's funny? Wait, what's a lone soldier when they don't have family in Israel? Oh, so they have different conditions, right?
Yeah, I think.
That's usually people that are like migrating there and then they serve.
Yeah. Because, Israel has a lot of migrants from like Ukraine and Russia and other places. So
they're not from Dagestan.
Sometimes those people will not have family. And when you're at the army, it's a big thing because you don't make enough money to support anything. So yeah.
I do love how fun they make the IDF look, though. They look so fun. The American Army does the same fucking thing. I'm sure that there's probably even contrary information in this pamphlet. So I'm looking for ones about like women. But anyway, this is for lone soldiers, which is a specific category of soldier. So I guess something in there is interesting. Maybe read the whole thing and I guess provide the source. So here's Hila, can be seen with the beret tucked under her jacket's shoulder strap. Again, it's a generic beret that everybody there wore. I don't know what the fuck they're on about. Hila can also be seen with a beret here, but it is the standard IDF General Corps, green, and not the multi-spotted Kfir Battalion beret. Based off of this, we conclude that these photos we most commonly see of Hila serving were all taken in the first few months. Okay,
and your point is?
The point is that this is you in basic training, correct, but then you graduated to the Kfir, what is it called?
Kfir.
What was the funny?
The
Dookie Fat. The Dookie Fart. You graduated to the Dookie Fart brigade.
Dookie Fat is such a beautiful word. How do you find a way to ruin that? So that is correct, but it doesn't mean that I was a combat soldier at Dookie Fat. This
basic training.
This picture of me here is me 18 years old with the first time holding a gun. So that's why you guys see me also like there's another picture where I have my finger on the trigger that you're not supposed to do. Like, yeah, put the two together. I didn't know shit. I was 18 and it's my first 4 weeks there. And after that, I didn't even have a gun anymore. And yes, then I was transferred to the other place.
So what do you, just for clarity, what do you do during your 4 weeks of basic training?
Just like it's kind of like what they said. It's like they teach you, basically you have like your commander and you can't like, the commander won't even smile at you, it's very much like you can't break character, they say. So the commander is only very serious with you and just give you orders to go there, to do this, do that. Like your whole day is just broken into like things you need to do. And then at night you sleep in a shitty tent.
And you did not shoot at any Palestinians during your basic training time?
Oh, no. I shot at just probably like just objects,
You
like,
shot,
like at the shooting range.
So you did practice shooting?
Probably a couple times, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to look into that further. She has fired a gun, people. But according to her, not at anybody. So here is Hila in basic training, which is proof that she's a murderer. Not everyone in the Kfir Brigade is awarded the multicolored camo beret. You have to. Here you can see members of the brigade, most of which do not have the beret, but the standard green one instead.
Before I have to go, let's talk about this topic because this is the one that's also really annoying. I think the comment was just removed. About me going on the raid. Let's just talk about that because I have.
Sure. So hold on. This is like straight up 4chan schizo posting. Like I don't even know what to say about this. Whoa.
At this point I was at the same base as the other one that they showed me. It's just here I'm wearing my uniform A, which is like the formal one, and the other one is like your B uniforms, which is like if you're going, when you're leaving the base, you need to wear your A uniform and look formal. When you're in the base, you can wear the other one.
Which one is this?
This is the A. This is when I came to meet you at Birthright. And here I'm wearing the B uniform. But I was at both of these photos at the same place. I don't know what they think they're proving.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you pretend like you know what you're talking about, but if you're not writing it in bold, then we're not sure how to feel about it. Okay. I don't know what they're talking about. Apparently only... so here's like a drill sergeant wearing the camo beret, and they're saying Hila she had the camo beret, so she was like high up. I don't know what the fuck they're even on about. That's crazy. Did you notice the difference between the camo and the normal one?
I honestly don't remember. This was so long ago. I don't remember. Maybe I got a special hat from my commander. I don't know. Because I was like the top commander's secretary. I don't know. It doesn't mean that I was in combat. It just doesn't. So. And then
there's the one. I'm trying to find the YouTube link. Oh, here it is. Because this moron didn't even do a proper timestamp, so I have to fucking find.
Emphasizing national security.
Where was it?
Attacks and.
But when Hila was a kid.
Was it up here? Fuck, I don't remember. Wish this person did a better job of sourcing their evidence for me.
They need to be able to live their life, right? Yeah, that's my main.
Fair. Forced up, because what did you do? What was your role in the military?
Okay, was this it?
At first I was given a role that was like.
Another psycho lie that I see people saying they edited out of the podcast. We have not edited a single fucking thing out of this.
Right.
You know, again, it's this insinuation that there's this massive cover up to protect Hila's true murderous past. There's no cuts in this.
Office.
It's all still here.
Close to my house in Tel Aviv, and it was kind of like going to a day job in an office. Small. I had to like logistically written a bus
different post.
Don't like out that form, and I tried it, and I'll go back home every day. My house.
You gone for a week?
Where is it?
That brigade has like a main officer. Kind of more rewarding because you're put in this weird
Bruce just woke up.
Situation where you're like, you're away from your house. You have this new group of people. A bullet here, the jeep like right next to my head.
Did it like dent?
Okay, here it is.
You drive it. So they took him.
That in.
So one time so I always saw them preparing for it and
sweetie.
And then I would stay in the base. So one time I wanted to go.
Okay, I did find it.
Okay.
Is he hot? He might be hot.
Sleepy?
He does. Yeah, he's still sleepy probably. You want a bottle, Brucey? I'll wait for Hila. But I guess in the meantime, since I already found this clip, let's go look at this stuff more. Hila's photo that were in How We Met at the Holocaust Museum video showed that Hila had the rank of corporal based on the 2 stripes. Now, I tried to confirm that. I don't know if that's true. Hila said that the 2 stripes is like the lowest. Well, here they have, let's see, here they have the whole ranking system here. Bro, it's on the bottom. It can't be lower. This is the one, this is her rank right here. It's literally at the fucking bottom. The only thing below it is nothing. What the fuck? Like it's just so intentionally dishonest and so purposefully mean-spirited. By the way, one thing that's kind of always thought was funny, that the high-ranking guys, they have these little circles, I don't know if it's a leaf or what, to express their rank, and they're called falafels. It's Like, they call him falafels? That doesn't sound tough. He's a 3 falafel general. I was like, the fuck? 2 stripes is commander general. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but in the IDF, it's literally the lowest rank there is. Oh, my mom's here. Why is my mom here? So, okay. This is like really crazy schizo posting. Here's a photo of another woman who's in the same brigade Hila was in. You can see it's the same patch and that it's the same as shown in the example of previous links. Again, I don't know what that is trying to prove. Hey, what are you doing here, Grandma?
I brought you guys
what? Oh, you're coming trick-or-treating?
Yeah.
Fun. Oh, is that for me?
I do have one for you, actually.
How come that one's open?
Mom?
By the way, I'm live, so you know. Yeah.
Okay, all right, I'll be right back.
Well, that's fun. Brucey, Grandma's here. I was just looking at the rank, the 2 stripe, which they say you're like a high level.
No,
it's the bottom. I just looked. It's literally the bottom.
Yeah, it's basic.
Chief private. I think that just means you finished basic training,
that's
probably.
Just everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So, okay. Convenient. Looks like all these dudes have more stripes than this girl with the 2. Like, this dude's got they're striped up. You know what I mean?
They're probably combat.
Yeah, probably. Hila claims that she only posed with other soldiers' firearms for photos and that she was non-active role in the army. In reality, the army doesn't hand out stripes, berets, or pins just for fashion reasons. Hila earned those and was at the very least trained in combat.
Wrong. One word, wrong.
So, this level of dipshit researched, intentionally dishonest crap is making the rounds around I did. The top comment is stuff like, this is insane. Are you going to post this to TikTok or Twitter? We have to keep sharing this. It's way too good to keep just to Reddit. Psycho shit. So, here's the timestamp. Brucey got a lollipop?
Lollipop. Let me get
You had to do a separate trip for each lollipop?
Well, I didn't know you were...
No, she brought you one.
I know she went.
She
she
went
said.
to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Brucey, you're gonna love that. That one's open. Try that one. This one's for mommy. Yeah. Super yummy. Cute. You want Daddy to eat that one? Grandma's bringing another one.
Mommy.
Here, this one's for mommy, and Grandma's bringing Daddy a sucker, and then we'll each have one.
I got one.
Thank
I got
you,
something for your
Grandma.
mom, and got something for Teddy, and one for Brucey.
Thank you, Grandma. Here, let's do it. Let's cheers, Brucey. Let's cheers our suckers. Brucey, cheers.
And vicariously
Cheers.
live through you guys with the lollipops.
Cheers.
We'll start Halloween early.
Mmm. Yum.
There were so many different flavors, and I thought, no, Hila likes chocolate.
Thank It's my favorite.
I know, of course.
I love the butterscotch one.
Oh, I almost got it.
But the chocolate one is good. There's no complaints. Brucey, taste it. It's so yummy. Go like this.
Chocolate.
What's that? Is that a button? What happens when I push the button?
No.
No?
He says
Does
no,
your
but
tongue go when I push the button?
he says no.
No, it doesn't do that?
We don't like this game right now.
Okay. Is your mom sleeping?
Sure, but she needs to wake up probably anyway.
I've got a candy.
Yeah, we need to leave in a few minutes.
All right, so... Oh, you're going with your mom?
I think so, unless maybe she's staying with you if you're here actually.
You know what? I have to leave here at 4 o'clock.
Just careful about what you're saying.
No, I'm just saying, because
Yeah.
okay. I'm leaving at 4 because I'm going to park my car over at your brother's.
Okay.
And so, I just want a spot on the street. And then I'll
What time are we meeting them?
I think you're supposed to meet them around 5.
5:30? Let me ask
6
them.
might be more. Okay, can we just talk about the
Yeah. Okay, so here's what Hila said about... Brucey, try the yummy lolly.
How's the lollipop? Grandma got one for your brother, too. I got a lollipop for
If you want, while he's waking up, you guys can watch Godzilla videos. Brucey loves Godzilla videos.
Godzilla videos?
Godzilla vs. dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You like Godzilla?
All right.
How do I do that? Just
On YouTube?
On YouTube?
Yeah.
On my phone?
On the TV, but
Here for you.
all right, here it is.
Is
Right.
She went,
Yeah.
Right.
in Ramallah to arrest terrorists, and so I always saw them preparing for it and leaving, and then I would stay in the base. So one time I wanted to go with them just to experience it.
Why, you just were all of a sudden had an urge to go with them?
I just wanted to see what it's like.
Right.
Wanted to see it. So they took me with them one night, even though they weren't supposed to.
Did they armor your ass up?
Okay, hold up.
You're driving in.
Where did I say that I went because I was bored? Because that's what people are saying. They're saying Hila was bored, so she went on a raid. Never said that. I said that I was curious
They
because
never cited you saying that, by the way.
because every day that's what I saw them prepare for and go and come back, and so I wanted to see what it's like. I wanted to see what it is they're doing. I was curious. And second, I even say here they took me with them one time, even though they're not supposed to, because it was not my job. I was not trained for it. I was not supposed to go. I didn't have a gun. They did it just because I asked, and I'm cute.
You asked, and because you're cute? You said that? Is that what you said?
I'm joking. Yes,
Oh, wow.
that's what I said.
I didn't know that.
This like Jeep that's
People saying stop slurping. I'm so far away from the microphone. Here, I'm gonna lean all the way back.
bulletproof.
Right.
So I was in the Jeep, and then as soon as we entered Ramallah, the people in the city started shooting us,
Wow.
and I heard like a bullet hit the Jeep like right next to my head.
Did it like dent or just
No,
you
you
heard
just
it?
hear
It's
it,
a gnarly armored Jeep. Okay.
and I mean it was just interesting.
They were so someone actually was shooting the car when you went in there right away.
Yeah,
Huh. Did you have a gun on you?
I didn't.
You were not supposed to leave.
You weren't armed? Are you sure you weren't armed?
I'm feeling inconsistencies in the story. Somebody investigate.
Well, they on one hand want to cite this as evidence, but then when it contradicts, they'll say you're covering it up. It's like, are we telling the truth in this interview or are we lying in this interview? You can't have it both ways. You know what I mean? Why the fuck would we even do this interview if we felt there was something to hide in her past? It's still up unedited, okay, fuckers?
No, yeah, not really. But even if I walked with them to one house.
Okay.
I did get out of the car once, but surrounded with them. So
Okay. Did they arrest anyone that night?
They did.
Did they bring it in the same car with you?
No.
Oh,
You
different
go,
car.
there's a few cars going.
Damn, that's crazy. Was it like? How did you feel? Was it horrifying?
It was strange.
I
Very-
come in a second. It's complicated.
It just says it's not connected.
Oh, I'll tell you, the middle button. Oh, let me show me. At the top, the one with the music note.
Yeah.
Just push it every 10 seconds. You have to give it some time to settle. You push it, wait. If the smart TV option doesn't come up, push it again in 10 seconds.
Okay, because it has, I'm not connected. I push TV.
Yeah, push that button.
TV button?
The one with the music note.
Okay.
Very weird.
How so?
Did you get out of the car?
One time.
Oh, you did.
I don't know. Just you see people in the house, and then it's like the soldiers just walk into the house and look through their shit and find guns, and the whole thing is really surreal.
They just do they knock or they just like kick down a door and charge in?
I didn't really see that whole. I don't know exactly how that was.
Does it feel like a normal neighborhood, or does it feel like, oh, this is scary?
No, it actually looked like a nice city.
That's strange. Yeah, that's. I mean, from their perspective, it's so complicated.
Yeah,
From their perspective, it's like, fuck these guys.
but they go specifically to.
Oh my God, I'm almost like even empathizing with
Impossible.
the Palestinians in this fucking clip. I don't know. That's basically the heart of the accusation, right? Is that you went on this.
Yeah.
So there's that. And so here's the schizo post. I'm going to take this out of my mouth for you guys. That's being passed around the internet uncritically accepted as proof that Hila is a murderer, or even more, that you're covering up your dark history. I have other notes here. It was like, yeah, the thing is, like, once again, the amount of fucking dogpiling and fucked up shit people have been saying about both of us, you cannot find me in one motherfucking clip saying anything you disagree with. It's only through insinuation, or I don't like that he's focused on Israelis right now, stuff like that, that I'm the fucking enemy number one. And don't you see how perverse that is? It's really messed up, man. It's really been really gross. And then this kind of shit too. Oh, here's another one I see people bringing up about you. That's proof that, like, I guess you're a IDF simp. I couldn't find. Oh, so here's the clip. I couldn't find the original one. I don't know if I want to show this one.
It's fine. Oh no, it was fun. But...
Hold on, it's probably on this subreddit. If I go to top of all time, let's see. Let's see what the good people of H3 Snark are. Their privilege and audacity. Hila flew her mom from Israel to the United States because her mom isn't doing well. Do you want me to fly people in Gaza to my house? Explain to me, how exactly am I fucking supposed to do that? Am I not supposed to care about my family members that were born in Israel through no choice of their own? Like, this is the kind of psycho posting that makes no sense. It's so freaking close-minded. It's so wild. Which is fine that they have so much privilege to do so, but Ethan and Hila had the absolute audacity to make this issue about them. When did I do that?
When did I do that? When I shared with my audience that my mom came here? Am I allowed to talk about my experience in my life?
They got called out because they got called out for actively engaging in genocide denial. Whoa. Can you please cite that? Again, I see people saying this all the time about me. Where's the source for that one, fucker? Yeah, the clip. I'm trying to find it. I know it's here.
Maybe Avery knows.
This subreddit's crazy. The next one is about how they're upset about the Halloween episode because I said that I guess it's very expensive to put them on and it doesn't get that much engagement compared to our normal eps. And they're saying that I'm cheap. What's the point of the subathon and the worthless memberships then? Guess we just need to show off Hila's Ariana Grande instead. It's so crazy. Trisha needs to give her some classes on how to excel at cosplay. Dude, you guys spend so much time on this. It's quite nuts. Oh, God. Look at this. H3 podcast praising Johnny Depp. Huh?
Yes, girl.
Oh, because I made a joke about out of your depth.
Didn't Johnny Depp?
Dude, these people are nuts.
Wait, Mad Hatter?
Yeah, he did.
And that's so relevant because
we're such big Johnny Depp stands.
You fucking morons! You don't understand the total irony? Holy shit, man.
Very relevant topic on the show.
You know what? I just had the best idea. A podcast just about Johnny Depp called Out of Your Depth.
Yo, this guy's a fucking piece of shit. Why can't I find this this clip? Are you trying to find it?
Anyway, it's like
top of all time. Let's see.
I think somebody was saying in the chat that
Jesus. Look at this. Boycott Teddy Fresh with a picture of a Palestinian child holding a teddy bear. What the fuck did we do? What did we do? Instead of contributing towards another Porsche Taycan or 9 million house, motherfucker, Hasan owns the same fucking car I do, dipshit. So when he donates money, he's a saint. When I do it, I'm a greedy fucking whatever the fuck, capitalist, genocide supporter. What are you talking about, man? Hila lied. Ethan needs to wake up. Olivia, there's Olivia hate.
How can anybody hate Olivia?
No, actually, they're supporting her.
Okay.
But I actually need to say that this is not a good post to like. From the river to the sea literally is the saying that we need all of Israel must be ours.
See, I think that's part of the problem is that people don't necessarily understand what some of this stuff means.
Yeah.
Like Olivia probably doesn't even know what from the river to the sea reference means.
No.
And I see that a lot. But people who don't know what it means all of the Jewish people will probably die.
Yeah, what do they think is going to happen?
In Israel.
Guys, I hate to break it to you guys, but there's like a whole ass country there with like millions of people. And so if your analysis and your solutions doesn't include realistically engaging with that population, then you're not actually looking for solutions, because the alternative is that kill everybody there and then retake the land. Yeah. Can you find the link? I mean, what the fuck? I've seen it everywhere. Now I can't find it. Here, here's the Wikipedia page about it. From the river to the sea is a political slogan associated with Palestinian nationalism. The slogan refers to geographically the area between the Jordan River and the Mediterranean Sea that includes all of the state of Israel, West Bank, and Gaza. The phrase has been claimed by some people and advocacy groups such as the Anti-Defamation League as being anti-Semitic hate speech that incites genocide, suggesting that it denies the right of Jews for self-determination of their ancestral home. I mean, whatever. I don't care about all that shit. I just care about, like, what are we saying? What are we doing with all the millions of people that are there right now? We have an opportunity to not just offer solidarity in words, but to commit to political action. Yeah. Hamas, as part of its revised 2017 charter. Hamas, their original charter was like, we need to kill all Jews everywhere in the world. And so they're like, oh, that's not good for PR. So let's do a retake in 2017. And then they just said this. Any alternative to the full and complete liberation of Palestine from the river to the sea refers to all areas of former mandatory Palestine and the elimination of Jewish sovereignty in the region. Islamic Jihad declares from the river to the sea, Palestine is an Arab Islamic land, and that if legally forbidden from abandoning any inch of it, the Israeli presence in Palestine is a null existence, which is forbidden by law to recognize. Again, listen, you can go back in history and argue about the establishing of Israel was right or wrong, but like as of what we're talking about right goddamn now, you're looking at a country with millions of people in it, okay? Innocent people, civilians that were born there. Did someone find it? One sec, guys. Or does it mean one state solution? Palestine from the river to the sea? Does it mean a one state solution? Okay, one state solution. I find it incredible that people think that Hamas is going to take over all of Israel and happily coexist with fucking Israelis. One state solution is the fucking literal, I mean, one state solution is like kind of the same thing. Because if you have a one state solution and the right to return, which I agree with, right? I mean, Israel has the right to return. If there's a state of Palestine, it makes sense. But if you're in one state, all that's going to happen is like everybody is trying to bring as many people there as possible. And like by the time, there frankly are a lot of Palestinians, right, in the area. And once the Palestinians outnumber the Jews, basically anything is fair game for the Jews. Anything. And I'm sorry, but Hamas, the governing fucking body there wants to kill all the fucking Jews. It's just not.
The thing is that when a lot of times when people say from the river to the sea, what they actually mean is no place for the Jewish people there. But I think that in probably like here in America, or when other people hear it, they think, oh, it just means liberation of the Palestinians, so they get behind it. I just don't think people truly understand what some people mean when they say that, and like it's a dangerous thing to say.
I feel like there's people that are like, they're so deluded that they can't. Oh, it's going to be a secular country? You mean Hamas, the fucking Islamic fundamentalist group, is going to come out and do a secular country? What the fuck are you talking about? Ethan, can you say what your definition of Zionism is? Zionism is the belief that Jewish people should have their own homeland. That's all it means. Defending an ethno-state. Look, the whole point of Israel is that in the wake of the fucking Holocaust, that the Jews had their own country so that they couldn't be, fucked with again. That's it. I believe in a two-state solution. I believe, that's my I don't think one state. I don't think either people want one state. Like, people are really deluding themselves if they think that this is a realistic solution. Like, if you look at polling, Palestinians and Israelis both don't want, or maybe the Palestinians do want one state. I don't know. But actually, like, I feel like people are so deluded. They'll look at something like from the river to the sea and be like, oh no, that doesn't mean that they want to, they just want to create a secular state and peacefully live with Israelis. You guys know that Hamas was created in opposition to the peace talks that almost fucking occurred. By the way, segregation is not real. There's 20% of the population in Israel is Palestinian, full citizens, integrated in all levels of work and life there. So, like, one state is not going to happen. And I don't think it's a realistic idea either. Sorry. I think it's kind of silly to even pretend like that's not just a genocide of the Jews there.
Our whole life in Israel is always being attacked by terrorists.
Sorry, I'm taking the subgrams.
Like, terrorists will do all kinds of attacks on us all the time. And so I don't think that thinking that that part is not real is really understanding the situation over there.
Someone said, what was the Nakba, Ethan? I know what the fucking Nakba was. Okay. It's when there was a time when a bunch of Palestinians were displaced and lost a lot of their land to Israel. Yeah. So what the fuck do you want to do about that now that horrible thing has happened? What do you want to do about that now that there's a whole ass country there with millions of people that weren't even born at the time? So what is your solution? To go fucking, what are you going to do? You guys don't believe Hamas would make a secular country, do you? I mean, that's nuts. That's fucking crazy. When peace was almost achieved with Arafat and Rabin, Hamas was literally created in opposition to that. They started doing suicide bombs for the explicit reason of derailing peace talks, to essentially stoke animosity and fear amongst both sides to derail peace talks. And they achieved that goal. Hamas's stated thing is no fucking negotiating. There will be no land of Israel, period. And that the Jewish people don't even belong here. So, like, if y'all really gonna talk to me about one state being a real solution to this, those people are still alive, Ethan. Yeah, I know, it's horrible. What do you want to do? Like, genuinely, what do you want to do? This is what I don't understand. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Nobody's saying that. Go listen to Hasan. Actually, you know what? Go listen to Hasan. People say, I need to go listen to Hasan. This is bullshit. Please, go listen to Hasan. Who fucking, by the way, yells at people in chat, calls them Zionist genocidal monsters for suggesting that the hospital wasn't bombed, okay, by the IDF, which is the same fucking thing that Hasan's fans come and tell me. So fuck that. The PLO is a lot better than Hamas, although Hamas has a lot more support. PLO is not taken seriously when compared to Hamas. Hamas has more support than the PLO. Okay. Ethan, you're clueless about this? I'm sorry, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I just had one last word. When people call Ethan clueless or me, we probably know more than you because we live there. Everybody that is sitting here in America, which, like, since I moved here, I tell you, this is utopia here. You cannot put yourself in our shoes. You cannot put yourself in. Either go live in Gaza or go live in Israel, and then tell me about your experience.
Return to land that was illegally taken. Okay, so that's your realistic goal, is telling the 5 million people that live in Israel to move. Okay, let's follow your logic. Where do they go? Where do they go? Let's follow the logic of one state. You know what I mean? Okay, let's give back the land that was stolen. And sorry also, about the sucker.
Also, thank you, everybody. Love you.
Yeah.
No homo.
Oh, wait, do you want to watch this clip real fast?
I have to leave now.
It's really short. Ow! Oh my god, I just like chipped my tooth.
Right, I was waiting to watch it.
These things are deadly, man.
Deadly for the stream, too.
You people who say ignoring history are the most ignorant fucking losers in the world. You guys don't know anything. Literally talk to me. Let's follow the logic of the one-state solution.
Okay, show me the clip because I really need to leave.
Yeah.
People are saying Israel does that on the daily, the IDF
I don't.
does that on the
That's
daily.
not what I'm talking about. See, that's what you're doing. You're excusing people being burned alive and kids being murdered. You're saying Israel does that on the daily. Okay. Now I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. So are you? So are you in favor of an Iraqi?
Okay. So and then you moved on to a different thing, but. What was being said is that after October 7, the horrors that happened on October 7, which people are still digesting and learning what happened, is insane. So they're saying that the IDF does that on the daily. I am denying that. I'm denying that. If anybody thinks that the IDF does what happened on October 7, they do that on the daily, you're simply wrong.
Well, no, sure. They don't go and murder villages of people, 1,400 people daily. That's obviously hyperbole. You know what I mean? That they don't do that. No. They do a lot of horrible things, but
sure, they do. I know, but to compare what happened on October 7 to what the IDF does.
Just to be clear,
yes,
there are comparable and horrible things happening in Gaza.
I know.
But I just need to make it clear because people are going to look at this and say, she says that it's not happening in Gaza.
No, what is happening in Gaza is horrible. It's awful. And it's not okay too. What I mean is like before that, okay? Before Israel is now reacting. They're now in war. Before their reaction.
No, Israel doesn't just bomb villages every day. That doesn't happen.
It's not just bombing villages. It's breaking into innocent civilians, shooting babies. I'm hesitant to even try to defend the IDF. But you're saying, does October 7th happen every day? No, it doesn't. Mm-hmm. There are lots of fucking terrible things happening right now. Thousands and thousands of people dying. That's literally all you were saying. Yes.
Are you saying that Israel has never done anything wrong?
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, that's it.
And especially what is happening right now, I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. But guys, so let's follow the one-state solution here, genuinely. So we're saying let's do one state. Motherfucker, are you dumb? There's a lot more than 1,400 Palestinians died. I literally even fucking amended my point to explain it as dumb fuck as possible for your pea brain to understand. Jesus Christ, man. Listen, if you think that the IDF is bombing and killing 1,400 people a day in the West Bank, then they're horrible, but they're not doing that. That's just a fact. Anyway, the point is, me and Hasan are cool. But no, listen, me and Hasan are cool. 1,400 innocent Palestinians died today. That's fucking horrible. Yeah, it's horrible. Find one fucking clip of me saying that that's not horrible. There's nothing wrong with me and Hasan, but there's a lot of shit that on the way that he covers this that I think is fucked up. And I understand that him and a lot of people are upset about what's happening because it is horrible. But at the same time, it's not okay for people, if there's, someone in chat, I'll find the clip. Let me see if I can find it. Look, if there's a chat, hold on, is this it?
Like, ultimately, even if it wasn't Israel that bombed this hospital, which I do maintain it is, okay? But even if it wasn't...
I don't know if this is it.
Okay, 500 of the last confirmed kills did not come from Israel. So what? Are you just mad only when Hamas kills people then? Because that's what you're saying.
I'm mad when all people die, but I don't think he or many people seem to care when Hamas kills a bunch of their people. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
That point. You know what I mean? You're saying literally, I do not care when Israel kills someone.
That's not at all what it's saying, actually.
I only care when Hamas kills someone. That's basically what you're saying. You're like, Palestinians, Israelis, I don't give a shit if Israel kills them. I only care if I suspect it's Hamas. Because, like, if you're going to get mad and be like...
First of all, this hospital thing is so fucking dumb, okay? The original accusation is that an entire hospital was exploded, killing every fucking body there. Okay? It just didn't happen that way. And it's important to talk about. People say, oh, it was bombed the day before. Dude, it was, okay. It was hit by a illumination round, which was shot to light up the surrounding area. There was no reported damage, okay? And there was 4 injuries. There's no information about how severe they are. Now that's fucked up, but to draw this comparison and say, oh, they bombed it last week, so what does it matter if they didn't blow it up and kill 1,000 people? An illumination round hit it 4 days ago and didn't cause any damage. Therefore, it doesn't matter if a fucking whole hospital wasn't exploded.
Dude, I can't believe the counter rocket barrage from the Hamas teams on the ground actually caused these 500 people to die in the fucking hospital. Then what the fuck are you saying? What about the 3,000 people that died in the fucking week prior by Israeli bombs?
I don't understand the theory that, like, the truth doesn't matter. It's like, well, listen, that's a pretty fucking terrible thing. I mean, you know what I mean? That's not the clip I was looking for, though. Ugh. Oh, you guys can see. I can't find it. But anyway, he basically says, someone said, hey, I don't think Israel bombed the hospitals, according to the evidence. Something like really mild. And he freaks the fuck out. And he goes, you're a genocidal freak. And then people say the same fucking thing to me from his fan base. And we're acting like surprised, like we don't know where they fucking learned that from. Like, I learned it from you, Dad. Remember that? So, you know, we're friends, but at the same time, I think his coverage in some of these cases has been not good. You know, it's another fucked up thing. You know, this cartoon of Hila murdering Palestinian babies. Okay. I fucking sent a re-upload to YouTube to ask them to remove it. And they said no. They said this stays up because it's a valuable artistic expression. So what the fuck? Nazi fucking propaganda of Hila killing babies is important art? That's psycho, dude. I've never felt more unsupported and ashamed to be on YouTube. Ethan, you do the same shit. Remember Frogan? What did I say about Frogan? She literally said that, what do you think? This is what revolution looks like. My coverage is very biased. Literally show me one thing where I wasn't supportive of Palestinians. Like, y'all are fucking nuts, dude. This thing has created people to really just lose their minds. It's crazy. Like, holy fuck, man. You know. And like, yeah, me and Hasan are friends, and we'll probably talk this over eventually if and when we bring back leftovers. But again, I challenge any of you to find one fucking clip of me defending the IDF and not supporting the Palestinian people. You know, I am off the I guess, you know, that's why I didn't want to talk about this shit. Like, I came out here just to defend Hila, but the chatters get me fucking going, man. Like, I feel like I'm being so fair. I'm trying to be so fair and so open-minded. And when there's so many people on the internet, my wife was born there. She didn't choose to be born there. She was born there. Mandatory service is required. When people compare that to the Geneva Convention, is fucked up. The Geneva Convention tried 21 high-ranking Nazis. They didn't try normal soldiers, okay? That wasn't a fucking thing they did. So when you look at and when you look at all Israelis and say, hey, y'all should just go to jail instead of serving, it's extremely, talk about privileged. Like, holy fuck, man. You're trying to get between you and Hasan? Well, look, at the end of the day, me and Hasan care about a lot of the same stuff. However, there is certain coverage he does that, I don't know what you mean they're trying to get behind me and Hasan. I don't understand this weird conspiracy. I disagree with shit he's saying. Like, what the fuck? He's literally calling somebody who disagree with him genocidal, and then people come and do the same fucking thing to me, and then we act surprised why. I'm not out here calling all Palestinians terrorists. That's crazy. Canceling leftovers, this was crazy. It's just, Ethan is only a tiny bit biased because his family's there. Any of us would be the same. That's another thing. Like, if any of y'all think that you would be born in Israel and think any different than Hila is fucking silly shit. Like, I just don't believe that there's any solution that will ever happen without people having the empathy to empathize with both sides. As terrible as it is for the Palestinians right now, if you can't empathize with both sides, peace will never, ever be achieved. That was my goal from the beginning. And apparently that's just not enough. The eel pit will never be realized. We will do the eel pit, I promise. Bro, you can see how Chatter's upset. You don't think it does him too? Sure. Listen, I read, but I wish I could find the clip so I could show you, because it was like, hold on. I don't think I could be more, I'm trying my fucking utmost, right? Like, to be as humanistic as possible when it comes to all this shit. There's just no such thing as like pure evil and pure good in the world. There's almost nothing that's that fucking simple. You know what I mean? And anyone who tries to sell it to you like it's that simple is just not doing an honest analysis. Thought we needed leftovers more than ever. Yeah, I changed my mind. What do you want me to do? It was fucking horrible. I felt like Hasan's fans were trying to destroy my life. My wife's life. They were calling me genocidal. For what? For what? I'm genocidal for what? For fucking what? Like, I know you're mad, but that's not fucking cool thing to say. Ethan, problem is you're preaching to the choir. The others are mainly Westerners who have lots to say and no solution. It's going to be tiring. Yeah. There's a lot of people with lots to say and no solution. Again, I hear this all the time. It's not actually complicated. It's very fucking simple. Apartheid, good or bad? And of course, that's you say, yeah, apartheid is horrible. It's bad. But of course, that's not the hard question. The hard question is, what do we do now? Because there's a whole ass country with 5 million people there. Lots of innocent people there. So what do we do now? That's the fucking hard, complicated part, man. I'll probably bring back leftovers, though. And I just need some time to clear my head and kind of get my thoughts together. Hasan is promoting anti-Semitic propaganda. I wouldn't say that. No. But I do think he's contributing to this idea that all Israelis are, occupiers, which is a really dangerous fucking stance to take. What's your solution? I don't have a fucking solution. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think the solution is 2 states, but that's complicated too. Go back to the borders, like when the peace was almost achieved between Rabin and Arafat, and just, let's make a Palestinian state and a Jewish state. That's what makes sense to me. But at this point, neither sides fucking want peace. And the power that's in charge of the majority of Palestinians and has the most sway. Hamas literally was created in opposition to peace, literally. The stated goal. Like, Hamas is a terrorist, Islamic fundamentalist organization. You know, when you're on live as much as he is, you're going to have bad takes. Fair enough. That's fair enough for sure. It's fair enough for sure. You know what I mean? I do the same thing. Hasan is not anti-Semitic, though. That's not fair at all to say. And someone said saying Hasan is anti-Semitic is tone as deaf as saying Ethan is a Zionist. I agree with that. But again, it's like, it just made me feel some type of fucking way, because this is exactly what people were telling me in his Discord, which broke my fucking heart watching that Discord. Just leave Ethan alone. Thank you. Leave Ethan alone. But I'm not a fucking expert on the damn conflict. I'm just seeing how people are talking and acting, and it makes me uncomfortable. The stance on Israel is easy, right? In my opinion, it's like Israel's fucked. They're way too indiscriminately bombing people. The death count is nuts. The biggest crime the Israeli government ever committed, which is basically engineered by Netanyahu, is this Western expansionism. The settlers is just vile, vile, vile shit. It's horrible. They should all be removed. All settlements from the West Bank should be absolutely bulldozed. And some of those settlers need to go to fucking jail too, for the unbelievable violence, disgusting displays of hatred that happened on the behalf of them. You know what I mean? Have you seen Mr. Beast's apology? Did that really drop? But I do think we'll talk about it. Yeah, Rich Lux responded. It's super fucking funny. I'm excited to watch it tomorrow. Netanyahu's committing genocide. I agree with that. He's a fucking monster. If you want to talk about, like, you know, doing a war crimes trial, then let's talk about Netanyahu. Let's talk about the psychos on his cabinet. Let's not talk about 18-year-olds who are doing their mandatory conscription. Okay. Do you see? Hatred begets hatred. It really does. 51st state. Okay, now we're talking, baby. Now we're talking. But, you know, I know people think like, oh, if you're not in favor of one state, then I guess you're genocidal. And I guess I understand where they're coming from, but it really needs to be talked through, because the logic of it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't end in any good fucking way. How's the face rash from yesterday? Doesn't seem to be gotten worse. It seems to be getting slowly better. Slowly better. I mean, if you want to say my coverage is biased, you know, I accept that for sure. Of course I'm going to have a bias, but I'm not trying to have a bias. Ben Gavir, yeah, that guy's a psycho, man. They literally supplying the fucking settlers with like military grade rifles. It's absolutely sick. Oh, Nina says 2-state solution is what NGOs and IGOs ask for. One state is pretty radical, you guys. And it might not sound like it, but really you have to think it through. Hasan is not anti-Semitic. That's ridiculous. Let's not even fucking say that dumb shit. I don't agree with that at all. I'd love to talk to someone who's like one state, because I genuinely want to. I guess Hasan is one state, so I'd love to talk with him about that. I feel that when we talked, I want to get more into the nitty gritty kind of like stuff with him, you know, because at the end of the day, I think we need to be solution based, realistic solution based. Oh, thank you. Oh, you guys found it? Nice. All right. I'm just showing this. So here. Okay, I'm just going to show this.
Terrible that the people died, but I encourage you to look into where Hamas was firing. You fucking...
Okay, well, let me go back a little bit.
Doesn't matter. Terrible that the people died, but I encourage you to look into where Hamas was firing. You fucking piece of shit. You garbage, monstrous scumbag. You garbage, monstrous scumbag. You said IDF didn't bomb the hospital, and then you said it did. But Hamas was firing rockets from it in the same 2-minute time frame. So why did you fucking lie at first? Huh? Why did you fucking lie? How can you live with yourself?
By the way, for the record, the IDF did not bomb that fucking hospital.
You genocidal piece of shit.
So,
how? Why did you do that? Why did you say IDF didn't bomb the hospital and then immediately retaliated to, well, I guess they did, but because Hamas was firing rockets.
Honestly, there might actually be more context to this now that I'm watching it, because he seems to have some kind of history with this chatter. But that being said, I thought the hospital thing was kind of important based on like the severity and the amount of coverage. You know, Hasan and many others were on a whole day coverage of it, you know. It literally was causing riots. It's not me defending the IDF. But don't you think it matters if Hamas blew up the fucking hospital, or the hospital wasn't even hit, killed like 300 people in the parking lot and then tried to blame it on Israel? Like, I know a lot of people are dying, but doesn't each life fucking matter? Ethan, that's far from clear. Check out New York Times' latest analysis. Okay, the New York Times analysis literally just is exploring one specific clip. Look at every fucking media analysis. The overwhelming consensus is that it was a misfired rocket by Hamas. It's overwhelming. But like, yeah, maybe I think there might be more context on this clip. So, but that being said, people were telling me the same exact fucking thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, I don't think it's good. You know, the same way that people get mad at me for I don't know what, but I know that this isn't good. I don't think this is a good way to talk about shit. Even if you're angry and fucking horrible things are happening.
They did not. Oh, back to they did not? Really? No, I didn't.
Oh, here, he chose it. This dude's crazy. The change title. Oh, yeah. So the title of his stream was like IDF blew up a hospital or something. He said IDF didn't bomb the hospital. Terrible that the people died. But I encourage you to look into where Hamas. Oh, so maybe, I don't know.
They did not. You just said it. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing.
He did?
My mind. Oh, you're saying IDF didn't bomb it because Hamas was firing rockets from right next to the hospital. And it actually misfired and fell into the hospital. Oh, okay. I thought that he was, okay.
Wait, he totally misunderstood? Oh, that's actually, now I feel that this was fucked up. Hold on.
Never mind. Yeah, you're still a piece of shit genocide denier.
Okay, well, he didn't really walk it back, did he?
100%. But no, it is not a fucking misfire.
Bro, it was. It's just, you know what I mean?
That's why it's not a fucking misfire.
You know, and here's the irony. He's so passionate. People who say, maybe this wasn't by IDF, genocidal. And now when I want to talk about it and correct the record, now all of a sudden it's not important anymore.
Misfire. Because Israel's own fucking people are saying it wasn't a misfire until they delete it and try to act like it's a...
That's another thing. Like, if you want to talk about like people owning land, like Israel exists, right? I mean, I don't think any of us are going to deny that there's a whole ass country there called Israel with millions of people. Okay. Whatever solution you're working up, this is one of the basic facts. There's people there in a whole ass country. So like if you, and we can't undo that. You know what I mean? So if we go, well, yeah, the Palestinians were displaced, whatever, 70 years ago. Sorry, Ethan, you're just hypocritical. I wish you would explain why. If you're going to go back 70 years ago and say, well, they need to get all their land back. It's like a never ending, and I'm not disagreeing. It's just why I think this argument isn't good. Because it's a never ending path backwards into whoever owned the fucking land the oldest. You know what I mean? Like every fucking country, every society on this earth was taken from somebody else. Hey, Bubs. You got your sucker? Is it yummy? It's a yummy sucker. Wow.
Rara.
You want rah-rah stuff? Okay.
Daddy. Rara.
Hold on.
Daddy, Mama.
You want the Godzilla stuff? Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
You guys want to see the shit he's into?
Yeah. Da, da, da.
You want Godzilla?
Yeah.
Versus Ark. Monsters. Yes, this is the fucking jam right here, you guys. Godzilla versus every creature in Ark. Displaced is a cute way to describe the Nakba. Dude, whatever you want to say. Okay, they lost their land. They were a lot fled because they were afraid of violence from the Israelis. Some were forced out. Like 700,000 people fucking, were removed from the land. Okay, I don't know what. We don't disagree. But I'm just saying, like, now, if we're gonna deal with the reality that is today, you can't just ignore that there's a country there right now.
Daddy, what?
Fire Godzilla? Fire Godzilla! And, if we're just gonna talk about, like, land ownership, then, I mean, I know it's cliche, but what's the time frame, right? How far are we going back? Because clearly America belongs to the Native Americans. So, is it a matter of how long it was? Is it what does it matter? Is it 100 years, 150 years, where it no longer matters? Do you know what I mean? It's not. It's kind of. It's just logically inconsistent. I don't know what an Ark is, but it looks sick. Dude, this game looks sick. You say, wow. But you shat on America so much? I don't even know what that means. Yeah. I mean, yeah. America will give back all the fucking land. And if you go far and back, I mean, who really owns the state of Israel? It would be probably Rome. Probably the Roman Empire, or it's probably Italian land, or French land, or Turkish land, the Ottoman land, or if you go far and back, there was Jews living there too. Dinosaur land. Maybe we got to give it back to the dinosaurs. I don't know what's Ark. Apparently it's a... Dude, Godzilla fucks in this game. Everyone deserves a place to live. Again, you can say all these these sayings that feel very meaningful and prolific and like deep, and like we all agree. Okay, so what do we do about it? Ethan, please realize you're talking to 6 random people right now. That's a good vibe, actually. Anyway, this whole thing was to defend Hila, and now I'm sure I'm gonna cause a whole nother shitstorm, which is a nightmare.
What'd you say?
What'd you say?
We're rooting for the Rah-Rahs? Are you seeing the Rah-Rahs in chat?
Hello.
So I think it's Godzilla, Fire Godzilla, and Mecha Godzilla. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
La la la. Ow. Da, la.
I mean, listen, I'm open to a one state. I just haven't heard a scenario where it makes rational sense.
Da, la, la. Wow, da, la, la. Mercy. Rio, 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 Daddy, Rio.
Anyway, I'm gonna call it. But this was a horrible stream. Hopefully, I at least defended Hila. And I look forward to be calling a genocidal monster for the next 2 weeks. Oh, is it much different than what's been happening already?
No.
Ethan, you're not the victim. Okay, you're right. I'm not the victim. I won't talk about anything. Why do you even care when... Okay, stop, Ethan, stop. Anyway, thank you guys. We'll be back tomorrow with a good, fun show. Good, fun times. You want your bottle?
Fucking misfire, you stupid fucking moron. Look at what a misfired rocket looks like. It doesn't look like a JDAM, you fucking idiot. There is...
Again, Hasan now is a military fucking expert. This dude is now like Pentagon trained military analyst talking about JDAMs and shit.
No, they don't have that firepower. There's an actual video from afar that shows precisely what the bombing looked like.
Okay, but that's fine. He's within his right to say, I think it was the IDF, especially then when it first happened. However, I don't think it's fair for people who disagree to call them genocidal. That is very, very bad. Very bad. It's not fair and it's not right. Let's go in the other room. We can watch Godzilla. You want to go in the other room? Go to the couch? You're all chocolatey. You're all chocolatey. All right, everybody. Listen, I love Hasan. He is not anti-Semitic. He has said stuff that I disagree with, that I'm voicing my opinion to. We will probably do another leftover soon. And please, whatever. Thank you, guys. Thank you, members.